liking, so far from what you're seeing from what is kind of a pretty new roster?
No, it's been good. I think we've covered a lot in the last 10 days since we've been here, right? I tried to make a foundation on our defensive aspect first, and now we're starting to get into the offensive movements. But you can see the mentality from the squad, how we move the ball, and how the guys came in. We're at a good start so far, so I've been super pleased.
Coach, is there a certain theme that you have for the team this year, like a motto or like a just mantra of like what you guys want to be?
A certain theme?
Yeah.
I mean, we want to win every game, so I can't go into detail with that. I don't understand the question.
Coach, obviously year 2 here in El Paso, you got the lay of the land last year. Just what are you hoping to see out of your squad over the course of this next month of preseason?
Yeah, it's about developing relationships. It's developing continuity, right, and getting guys accustomed to each other. Like you said, we've brought in a lot of new numbers, and it's about getting those guys familiar with each other and then implementing our tactics. But most importantly, turning these individuals into a team. That's the biggest thing. So we need to take a group of a lot of new people in the locker room and create one unit, one entity.
How do you kind of along those lines, just fitting Amando Moreno into your system? How do you think he fits, with the pieces that you already had in place and, the pieces that you brought in too?
I think he's perfect fit, right? I think that was the puzzle that we were maybe missing last year, a guy in between the lines that can unlock an opponent. He's been excellent, and that's the guy that I saw in this league that could really be the missing link in order to really elaborate and go forward with how I want to play and do things.
And then, again, just with so many new guys, how much is it on guys like Calvillo and Liam Rose who've been here, know how you want to play to kind of step up and, lead the guys through this period?
Right, they have a basic concept and ideas of what I want to do, and right, they have experience, they have leadership roles now. They've been a year under me, so they know what the demands are and know what the standards are. And I think it's vital, right? If we can have a player-led team, that makes my job easier. And in my experience, teams and teammates that have standards of that quality are normally the better teams. It cannot always come from me. So it's a pleasure to have them, and it makes us better, both from the leadership aspect, but also the ball-playing aspect.
Last year at times you guys went on a couple streaks, whether it be a win streak or a loss streak. Just what can you take from last season where you guys need to improve, and what do you feel like you guys did well last year?
Yeah, I think what I can take is stay healthy, right? When we were in those loss streak, this was a different team that we had to put on the field, and therefore we had to play differently, right? A lot of my philosophy you can do with certain aspects and certain players, but also you have to adapt. So that's the biggest thing. I would like to be more consistent. I like the winning streaks. I don't like the losing streaks, obviously, but we want to be consistent from day one, and we want to be consistent in our play and our foundation of play from the start of preseason. So that's what we'll be working on.
You've got, obviously, a few preseason games coming up before this real season opener March 9th. Just between now and March 9th, what do you need to see from the guys to know that, hey, they're ready to go?
Well, I think we need to see what our best 11 is. What guys mix and match in order to be as successful as possible, to play the way we want to play. So we need to find that out. And that comes through games, and that comes through relationships. So for me, the preseason is about developing relationships, going through our structure of detail step by step, week by week, and not getting injured.
Yeah, and talking about those preseason matches, obviously you have an exhibition with FC Juarez next month as well, which is a big game for here in the borderland. Can you just talk about what you're expecting out of that one?
Well, I think it's a great opportunity for the Borderplex and our fan base and the community to bring the two professional sports franchises together to put on a good showing for people. And I think it's something that's been a high level of interest in the community, so I'm glad we were able to do that. So I'm looking forward to it. We obviously are in the middle of our season when that happens, so our season's the most important, but I think in terms of fan engagement and community, it's an excellent match that we're able to put together. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.